So this US oil analysis for Monday the 4th of June. Now let's just have a look at our prices and where prices may likely go. So after forming our lows here in around the $66 a barrel mark, we've had a couple of tests and oscillations around 66.71. We've also had a few tests of the 67.12. We briefly broke above those levels, so traded all the way up towards our 68.19. We weren't able to break away from the 68.19 and start to head up towards our 69.51. Instead, what we did see was a breakdown in prices from the 68.19. We've had a brief move up towards our 68.19 for another test, but we did see the further breakdown in prices. From there, we had prices come down towards our 66.71, retested 67.12, retested 67, breakdown in prices. So we weren't able to hold above the 66.71. Instead, what we have seen is prices move down towards the 65.60, brief bullish bounce. We weren't able to break away from the 65.60 with any momentum for a move up towards that 66.71, and what we are seeing at present is a breakdown from 65.60. So if we do see this continuation here to the downside, levels that we are looking at here on US oil would be a move down towards that 64.75, successful break from which we're looking for a move down towards that 63.76, and if there is sufficient volatility to the downside, we could see 63.05 come into focus. If we do see the continuation here to the downside, similarly to the upside. On the other hand, if we do hold 65.60, if we do break back above 65.60, we're then looking for a move up towards that 66.71, 67.12, before looking for a move possibly up towards our 68.19, where we do have the added confluence of a 200 period moving average, thus increasing the likelihood of seeing sell side momentum return to the market from that level. What we'll do now is we'll have a brief look here at the higher time frame. So first we have a look here at the monthly chart. As we can see here on this monthly chart, we've had this strong move here to the upside on US oil, posted a bit of a pin bar on the US oil, and we are seeing the momentum follow through so far early in the month of June. So there remains a possibility of seeing further retracement here to the downside before finding support and seeing the upwards recovery, upwards momentum return to the market on US oil. What we'll do now is we'll have a look briefly here at the weekly chart. As you can see here on this weekly chart, we've had a strong move here to the upside, after which we did have this somewhat engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle closing near its lows, fundamentally triggered. After that, we did have posted another bearish week, and so far we do appear to be posting another bearish week. So prices are coming off a bit here. There remains a possibility, of course, of having prices retest the previous lows just here. Let's just see where they are. These lows just here in around at 58. In around a $58 a barrel mark, and if we do test there, see a recovery, and we do see a failure, there's a possibility of having a head and shoulders pattern and seeing further sell side momentum here on the market. But overall, there is clear long bias here on US oil to the upside, despite the most recent momentum shift. What we'll do now is we'll have a look here at the daily chart, and on this daily chart we can see here we've had a sharp sell-off, brief pullback, tested 200 period average, and again we're seeing that sell side momentum. Last week's, the previous day's candle closed near its lows. So far we've had a brief bullish bounce off the 65.60, but we do appear to be breaking down. Levels of note to the downside, we're looking at, from a daily chart perspective, we're looking to see our price direct around that $62 barrel mark. If we don't find support around that $62 barrel mark just there, we're then looking for price to head down towards possibly that $60 barrel mark here on the US oil. From these levels, we are looking for potential bounces in finding support at those levels and seeing a bullish bounce in prices. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the US oil analysis. Thanks for watching.